we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Big play coming here. The last thing you want to do is squander this type of field position on the opening drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's Hunter. On the move at the 30. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He wants to change this route. From the gun. Give on the inside. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Caught near the sticks, it's Harbor. There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense set on first down. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Floating away. Unleashes one. Got his man on the right. Hard-hitting tackle. Now facing a third and long. Off play action. Gets away from one. Slings it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Spits it out to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A strike downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Quarterback making adjustments. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
A quick timeout call by the kicking team here. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wide open, makes the catch. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game right now. It's paying off.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few 1st downs, get that first down right now.
Snagged in the middle. It's Sellers. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run play action. Still looking on the move. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Rush is on him. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Scrambling away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one they were going to have their hands full trying to slow down this athletic quarterback. That time, they had their eyes in the wrong place. Quarterback got to the perimeter on the right, and it was just too late. Big gainer for the O.
He's going to run it. Quick step and go. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have it. It's defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Husker. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab for a big play. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Man, it's so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Sellers. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking for a huge play. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Got some room to run. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Throwing right. Finds his man open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, South Carolina. Fitted in the window for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Raiola. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third down, he drops to throw. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Here's the pass. Intercepted. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He
breaks into the open. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Trying to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Throws into the middle of the field. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make...
He's looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Buying some time. He'll take another shot here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Looking downfield on first down. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Yeah, the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that and go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the areas they really focused
quit.
on
I'm
this
dotting your
receiver in
ass
the
up.
offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play.
You were real
just like he
confident
did
at the
right
beginning
there
of the
for
game.
6 points.
These two
Where that shit go
quarterbacks
now?
have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just
So
about
I'll go
ready
back
to
to
go in
not
the 4th,
talking.
and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's key. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any... And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Nebraska! Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And his throw was incomplete.
Nervous.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
I could just be petty and run the ball and run the clock out.
Offensive odyssey. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Spins away from the defense.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense off guard there with the bootleg. I don't think the ball handling was great by the quarterback. One reason why it didn't really fool anybody defensively. Give the defense credit. Good job with their eyes. They don't give up too many yards at all.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone.
It's just you're not gonna expect this.
Movement on the
Flag.
offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone.
Touchdown.
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying
He didn't
to
come
pay
down
off
with
this
that.
red
He was
zone
inbounds.
opportunity.
That's horseshit.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. This will be picked off.
Not the pass that I chose.
He managed to
Fuck did it do a bullet pass?
return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Clock is still running, and they
And I'm
have
not
to
even
get everybody
blitzing.
lined up. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Active hands for the defense.
Why can't I
forcing
use
that
it?
incomplete pass. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Bro,
He
it's
dropped
not
it,
user
just
in it.
didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do
Fuck
it.
the turnover. I want the
Now,
pick.
thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
Pressure coming. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You got to love this job by the defense here in their own end. They're doing an outstanding
he would've caught
job
the
in
ball the
coverage,
first
reading the
time,
quarterback's eyes. Everybody's getting to their marks. They're breaking on the ball, and they forced 3 straight incompletions here with their backs against the wall.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on fourth and goal. To the air, it's Sellers. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Wow.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something
Swear,
here.
they let me
You
use it the
can
right
tell,
person. That's
pressing
a
a little
pick
bit. They
every
need
time.
that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He lets one fly deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Off play action on 1st down. Touchdown, South Carolina! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited and reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Quickly complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do
GG's, bro.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what
Got
I'm doing in this
lockdown
situation.
defense right there.
When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Rifles it down the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day.
I know you said earlier in the game why I'm going so fast, or why I do know how to. People don't expect me to do that.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7
Catches
seconds.
to my slide.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route.
And then when you get it down packed.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Under fire. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially